Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Marianne, otherwise known as 𝑤𝒂𝒏𝒏𝒆 on Instagram. So I just got back from my walk with my dog. I'm enjoying my morning cappuccino. Actually, this cappuccino, it's 0 smart points. And I do have a YouTube. Let me see if I can show you. There you go. It's frothy and foamy, and I sprinkle a little cinnamon on it, and it's just delicious. It took me a while actually to find a creamer that I can use in the right measurement to make it 0 smart point, and this is actually a protein drink. But it makes a great cappuccino. All you need is a frother from IKEA, and simple like $3 frother and a protein drink, and you've got a 0 point cappuccino. Okay, but that is not why I'm on YouTube. I want to talk to you about an easy peasy breakfast I'm making, and I'm making jalapeno queso eggs. So what I'm going to do is I'm using one of my favorite products from MyWW, which is the gourmet sauce. There's a mushroom, there's hollandaise, which is my very favorite, and then there is the jalapeno queso sauce. One packet, this comes with 3 packets in it, but I'm only going to use one, and one packet is 1 smart point. Then, of course, I'm going to use eggs. I have to have eggs for my egg scramble. So I'm going to use 2 eggs. I'm going to scramble it with some Tajin Classico seasoning to give it a little good seasoning. There's a little chili in it and salt and so forth. And then I'm going to also chop up some heirloom tomatoes and put that in my egg scramble. And then when it's all done, I have a little piece of avocado left. I'm going to weigh it so I know the point to it. I haven't done that yet. And then I will top my egg scramble with avocado. So let me go ahead and put this together and show you how I do it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is crack 2 eggs into my bowl. I know you're supposed to crack eggs into a separate bowl in case they're rotten, or sometimes you get a little chick, but I didn't. I'm going to throw that into my sink. So I have my 2 eggs, and I'm going to scramble them. Add a little Tajin. I don't measure this, I just put a little in. Okay, then I'm going to actually get some tomatoes and put them into my eggs as well. Oops, you know what? I need a cutting board. Be right back. Okay, are you like that? You always try to get prepared and then you're like, oh, I need a cutting board. Oh, I need a knife. So then I'm just going to dice my tomatoes into smaller pieces. Sometimes I roast these tomatoes and I keep them in my fridge to have on hand to add to recipes, but I don't have any. So I'm just dicing them up and adding them in raw, and then they'll cook with the eggs. Sometimes they make the eggs watery though, so don't add too many. Okay, perfect. And then I have my packet of queso, so I think I'm ready to go to the stove and then prepare this scramble. First thing is I'm going to spray a skillet with some cooking spray. I'm using a canola oil. I'm using my MyWW skillet. You can buy this online. That's where I bought mine. Oh no, actually, you know what? I got this in the studio. But you can buy it online or at your studio. And I love the non-stick, but I still spray it with canola or olive oil cooking spray when I use non-stick. I just want to make sure that it doesn't stick. Okay, so I'm heating the pan up. I'm going to scramble eggs just a little more. Now, I didn't add salt to this because the Tajin Classico seasoning has salt in it. So I don't see the need to add extra salt. it will be flavorful enough. Okay, make sure I get everything in there. And I'm going to let this cook a little before I start adding the tomatoes. Okay, it's starting to heat up, and you can see there's a little scramble to it. So I'm just going to move the eggs around to get them cooked. I'm not very good at omelets, so I always do egg scrambles. You can stick this inside a Tumero's 1 Smart Point wrap to also make an egg burrito. I made egg burritos this weekend. My husband loves my egg burritos. So now this is cooking up. I'm going to add my tomatoes. I'm just heating the tomatoes with the eggs. And I'm going to actually add a little pepper, fresh ground black pepper, to the eggs as well. I know there's chili pepper in the Tajin, but I'm also using some ground black pepper. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of the queso and add it in and cook it in with my eggs. I'm just going to let this sit to set up a little bit. I don't like wet eggs. So how simple is that? Doesn't take much time to make an egg scramble. Now you could put Kraft fat-free cheddar cheese in here. If you only use a 1/4 cup, it'll be 0 smart points. That cheese will hold things together. But since I'm using the queso, I figured that's enough cheese for me. Okay, so let me go get a plate and I could plate this up. Before I plate the scrambled eggs, I'm going to weigh my avocado, and I'm going to do it in ounces. Okay, and so I'm going to put that right on. It's 0.65 ounces. So I'm taking a little away to make it a 1/2 ounce. So a 1/2 ounce, and I'm going to go ahead and just slice it so I can lay it on my egg. This is so ripe because I bought this avocado last week. Okay, so that's ready to go. So my eggs have cooked. And I'm just putting them on my plate. I'm going to put my avocado on top of my eggs. Little avocado goes a long way. It's a healthy fat. It's good to get healthy fats like olive oil and avocado into your diet. Okay, and then the rest of the packet of the queso, I'm going to I should mention I nuked this in the microwave a little bit, the part that's left over to make it warm. There we go. How good does that look? Easy peasy breakfast. It's going to be packed with flavor with the jalapeno queso sauce and the Tajin Classico seasoning. Now, you could put jalapeños in there. I do when my husband's at home because he loves them. I don't, I just get the flavor from the sauce. But you can add onions and spinach. You can add whatever you want to this egg scramble. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use a WW product for just one smart point to elevate your morning breakfast. So I decided to use the rest of the avocado. Remember, I weighed it and it was 0.65 ounces and I was getting it down to a ½ ounce. When I entered this into the app, an ounce of raw avocado is only 1 smart point. So I put the remainder of the avocado on top of my egg scramble. So this whole dish, 2 eggs, 1 packet of the jalapeno queso WW gourmet sauce, grape tomatoes, they're the heirloom grape tomatoes, the Tajin seasoning, the ground black pepper, and the ounce, little shy of an ounce of the avocado is just 2 smart points. So look at that. So it's gonna get cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my breakfast, finish my cappuccino. So thank you so much for stopping by my kitchen. Thank you for following me both on Instagram and also on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Have a great day and remember to do something kind for another person. Ciao.